Good morning, friends. In this one, we'll start with the discussion on coarse aggregate. So, in the beginning only, we have discussed that fine aggregate is nothing but size less than 4.75 mm. Coarse aggregate means it is more than this 4.75 mm. Okay. Now, in this one, what are the different parts we are going to discuss is the introduction part, grading. So in the fine aggregate also we have discussed the grading. Here is also we are discussing the same concept, nothing much difference, only the coarse aggregate is coming into picture such that its size, whatever grading we are discussing now, it is with respect to 4.75 and greater. 4.75 and greater. The same concept will not go into deep. Sieve analysis, whatever we have discussed in the fine aggregate portion, the same experiment is going to be here also. The same concept and same experiment. Okay. Specific gravity, both are same for fine aggregate and coarse aggregate. Okay. Experimental setup, the concepts also same. So first grading, sieve analysis, specific gravity. These three portion here are same with respect to fine aggregate, so I'm not going to discuss it once again. Okay. Now here the crushing strength on test aggregate, abrasion test, impact test, flakiness and elongation test. Okay, now you understand crushing, abrasion, impact. These three are called strength test. These three are called as strength test. What are crushing, abrasion, impact? The last one, that is flakiness and elongation, it is called as shape test. Shape test. Please remember these things. Strength test, three things: crushing, abrasion, impact. Flakiness and elongation is called as shape test. Shape test. Sieve analysis is nothing but particle size distribution part. Okay. Specific gravity is also one type of strength only. It's not actually directly related to strength, only the property to understand. It's called as this one. Okay, so grading, sieve analysis, all these are particle distribution test. Okay, to understand the different components or different proportions of aggregate size, different proportion of aggregate size. Okay, how much they are. So these things we are going to discuss. Okay, now in the introduction part, you can understand. Okay, so here in the introduction part, coarse aggregates are used for making concrete. They are generally used to make the concrete with with also fine aggregate. Fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, cement plus water. Okay. So they may be in the form of irregular broken stones. The generally the broken rock parts or stone parts which are irregular, they are generally called as coarse aggregate. Or naturally occurring grounded gravel, naturally occurring rounded gravel from the river bed, that also can be used as a coarse aggregate. So the materials which are large, which retained on 4.75. Retained means obviously it is greater than. Retaining means which are not passing through. So 4.75 sieve size are called as coarse aggregate. The maximum size of coarse aggregate is 80 mm, and more than 80 mm, if the particle size is more than 80 mm, we call it as what? Can anyone guess? We call it as boulders. We call it as boulders. Okay, call it as boulders. Okay. Now here coarse aggregates for structural concrete, means for construction of road, building works, etc., consists broken stones of hard rock which are from granite, limestone. So from granite, limestone we get angular aggregates. By breaking the granite rock or limestone rock, we get angular aggregates. From the river from the river beds we are getting rounded aggregates which are proper round shape. Irregular means in the crusher we get break after breaking irregular, but from the river those are subjected to weathering action due to the water movement, so the irregularity has been smoothened, so that is why we call it as rounded aggregates. These angular or irregular have better interlocking property. These rounded shape aggregates have better workability property. Workability property. Now next as we have discussed the grading portion in the fine aggregate, if all the particle size 10 mm, 8 mm, 7 mm, 6 mm all are present, all particle sizes are present, then it is called as good grading. Okay, that is why we have written it contains all standard fractions of aggregate sizes in required proportion such that sample contain minimum voids. Okay, the voids formed by bigger particles are filled by smaller particles. So void content is less in good grading aggregates. Void content is more in poorly graded. Poorly graded means only one size or only two size are present such that voids are left out. Voids are left out which are empty. So those are called as poorly graded. If all sizes of fractions are present, then it is called as good graded. Okay, very important when you want to get highest density or maximum unit weight, we call it as good grading aggregates are required. Okay, is it clear? Here sieve analysis, same experiment, same concept what we have discussed in fine aggregate. So I'll just go through fast. This is the name given for the operation of dividing sample of aggregates into various fractions. So you are dividing what? Using the sieves, arranging in decreasing order from top to bottom. So you are separating what? Different fractions by shaking them. You are putting at the top, you are shaking, smaller particles will start going to bottom side sieves and retaining one by one. So the each sieve will separate the different sizes of aggregate. So that is why we have written sieve analysis is the operation of dividing sample of aggregates into various fractions each consisting particles of same size. So in this sieve all are 6 mm, in this sieve all are 7 mm, in this sieve all are 10 mm, like this. So same sieve. The sieve analysis is conducted to determine the particle size distribution. So in a given sample, if you put 4 kg on this one, after shaking or sieving, how much fraction, whether 20% of this size, whether 40% of this size, what you are getting. So that is what we are calling it as gradation. We are calling it as gradation. Okay. So same diagram you can see here. I will show that one. There it is. I think. Like what diagram we have seen in the fine aggregate, no? Same thing. Okay, no problem. We can check there only. Here, the same theory portion. The particle size distribution, important physical properties, which will affect the mechanical property. Very important. And we have also seen the definition of fineness modulus. Fineness modulus, which indicates relative coarseness or fineness. So the value is 2.3, value is 2.8. So fineness modulus is what? Like that. Okay. So higher the fine, this one more coarser. So this is value is less means very fine. This is very fine. This is very coarse. Like this. We have seen that one. Okay. And is obtained by adding the cumulative percentage of aggregates retained on each sieve and dividing by 100. Okay. Same thing what we have discussed in fine aggregate. Now, how we are going to do that one? If you see that one diagram, okay, there will be sieve set, okay, 10 mm at the topmost, 6 mm, okay, 4 mm, 2.2, 1.16, 900 micron, 150 micron, like that you have arranged, no, the same thing. So on the top you are putting 4 kg. The sieves are arranged according to IS 3883 code book. The weighed sample is placed on the largest sieve. Okay, the total sample you are putting it on the topmost. Okay, and sieving is done maybe mechanically, maybe mechanically or manually. These diagrams we have seen in the fine analysis portion, fine aggregate portion. Okay, sieving is done by various motions in the different directions. Okay, so generally the period of shaking or sieving 2 minutes, Okay, so whatever fraction is there, no, the fraction of sample which passes through sieve is placed on the next successive sieve, and sieving is done in the same manner. Okay, so sieve is there, so sieving is done, the smaller will go to the bottom, the again sieving is done, the smaller size is again going down, again sieving is done, smaller size. Okay, so it is going to continuously passing, whichever size is more, so it is not going to pass, it is going to retain here. And here if it is size is 7 mm sieve, then if it is smaller then it will pass, if it is bigger than 7 mm, so it will retain here. Okay, so you are taking this one and you are weighing that one, you are taking this one, you are weighing that one. On the completion of sieving, the material retained on each sieve is weighed and recorded. Okay, now in this table, which is different from fine aggregate, in the fine aggregate, from here to here you have seen. Okay, so generally from here, okay, I think this 10 mm was there, but the weight retained was 0 there, so we consider this one. So this was only there for fine aggregate. Only these sieves have been there. These sieves. In coarse aggregate sieve analysis, these are also there. Means what? At the bottommost portion, this pan is there. Next this 150 micron. Next this 300 micron. Next 600 micron. 1.18, 2.36, 4.75. These are also there. Apart from that, only this setup was used in fine aggregate sieve analysis. On this you are using 10 mm, 12.5, 16, 20, 40. So these sieves are also arranged here. These sieves are also arranged. Next procedure is same. Next procedure is same. So weighing is done. So whatever here weight is retained, that is written here. Okay. Whatever weight is retained here, that is written here. Whatever weight is retained here, that is written here. Okay. Now percentage weight retained means what? So this divided by this total into 100. This divided by this into 100. This divided by this into 100. That is the percentage weight retained. Third one is cumulative percentage weight. So this you are going to write it here. This plus this you are going to write it here. This plus this you are going to write it here. This plus this you are going to write it here. Like this, it is continuously going. So it is called as cumulative percentage weight retained. Okay. So as same what we have done, fourth column summation is written here, and that same value is divided by 100, same procedure is divided by 100, it is called as same fineness modulus, same procedure, no change in at all, only these these additional sieves have come into picture. Okay, so additional pictures have come into picture. Any doubts in this one? Sieve analysis of coarse aggregate. You remember up to here was there. Up to here it was there in the coarse aggregate. Sorry, fine aggregate sieve analysis. Apart from that, from here up to here it was there. So additional these things are come. Remaining procedure is same. Here I have not written anything. It doesn't mean nothing. In that table, what we have written percentage weight retained. So this is equal to 100 minus this column. Okay, 100 minus this column. So 100 minus 40, you can write percentage pass 60. 100 minus 33, you can write it. Okay, so 60, how much? 66 point something. Okay, you can write it like this. Okay, formulation, how we are going to do? Fineness modulus is nothing, summation of cumulative percentage weight retained, same divided by 100. Standard value for coarse aggregate is changed. For fine aggregate it was 2.3 to 2.9, something like that. It was there, no problem, or 3. But fineness modulus for coarse aggregate generally lies 7 to 9. It is generally lying in the 7 to 9 portion. I hope it is clear. Now, sieve analysis. So same thing we have discussed here. Okay, so now what do you mean we'll see in the this one next video because it requires time.